seems legit. My initials. Mer. What? There we go. Let's make this as easy for ourselves as we can. Oh. Right. Trophy guide. Crash Bandicoot 4. I'm gonna put in the thing that I'm back.
Bandicoot. At last, I, the great Neocortex, have you right where I want you. And now, the final blow!
Hush, simpleton.
Face it, Entropy.
You can
it's
see we
going
put a
to
lot of time into
fail.
this.
Again!
At least Uka Uka and I attempt to free us from this prison. I won't sit idly by and listen to your inane ramblings for another decade. You chew.
Is he dead?
Leave him. He's served his purpose.
How could you do that to Uka Uka?
A great power has awoken.
The bits with Crash are dull. Spyro. Bye. I love Spyro. Okay. This reminds me a lot of Crab Cove. Is it called Crab Cove? Okay. Alright, this isn't too dissimilar from all of the previous games. I probably could have just walked forward.
Crash! Quickly! We must go!
Crash! Ow. So I've had this game almost a year now. And I've been too intimidated to
We must
try.
go!
Because it's apparently really hard. Figs! It's so good to see you, Figs. I've been so unwell. Excuse me, ma'am. Oh, it's got a little, you get a little thingy under him now. How you doing, Figs? You get a little thingy under him now, to let you know where he's jumping. That is so useful. Dave! It's so good to see you. I am better. I'm not there yet, but I'm better, you know? I'm gonna stream for like 2 hours today and kind of see how I feel. But yeah, I spent like the last, I want to say, the last week or so kind of working my way through the rest of the Assassin's Creed Valhalla 100%, and I was absolutely stunned to see that there's going to be some more DLC for that. Yeah, I had a horrible week, Dave. I had like it started like really chill. It was like just quite a light cough, which isn't the end of the world. I think I got like the light cough, kind of like the start of a flu-y symptom, like a few aches and pains on the Tuesday, to the point where I kind of took Wednesday off work because I just didn't feel good. But it's on the list now as well. And then I was fine, a bit coffee, until that's Sunday, and then Sunday lunchtime, all of a sudden I came down with this like awful fever and chills. I remember I needed to walk to the shop to get something to eat, and I could just barely do it. Oh. I had to stop and sit down like a bunch of times on the way there. And then it just kind of began from there, really bad. I was like just in bed, fever and chills, but like at the same time couldn't sleep. So I just felt awful, like everything really hurt. Hey Molly, how you doing? I was so unwell. Yeah, my throat hurt so much as well. And hey Strong, how you doing? Yeah, and what else? There was a lot of... Oh, I'm 3 off. Yeah, just generally I was just not well. I think I was finally able to get out of bed around like Tuesday, Wednesday. But then it was slow, you know, it was like really lumbering. Umbra, hello! How are you doing? Very nice, Strong. How is Georgie? But yeah, no, that is kind of freaky that we had the same thing. I can't remember the last time I've been that ill. I just wanted to be put in a coma. I was like, just put me in a coma. Just put me in a coma. Let me, like, get it out of my system and then wake me up when it's done. Hey, Rogue. Yeah, I'd say I'm like 90% of the way there now. I still got a really bad, like, tickly cough. But besides that, like, everything's fine. How you doing? And that's true, Umbra, that is true. But I decided to play this game because I got this. I think my birthday actually. I think I asked for this for my birthday. Uh-oh. I think I asked for this for my birthday, like last year, and I've just had it on the list. I've just been a bit intimidated by it, to be honest. It's quite a trophy list. It's a 9 out of 10 difficulty, 150 hour. Ouch. Hey, Will. I'm alright, thanks. I'm much better than I was before, I'll be honest. I was not in a good way, but I'm now in a good way.
Oh, majestic!
Welcome back, Shekel.
The Bois are back.
The Bois. Oh, you having a bad flare-up? I'm so sorry to hear that. Sick twinnies. The Bois. Bahukri, I'm back. I'm back from the dead. And I'm playing this very simple, easy platinum. It should definitely not be an issue at all. Should definitely just be like super easy. Not heard anything bad about it. It'll be it'll just be like nice and chill, you know, nice and chill. This just like Monster Hunter World, this 100% is notoriously chill.
Oh, majestic!
Savvy, welcome back. Thank you for
Who is this person? Never seen her in my life.
Thank you for the resub, Savvy. It's good to see you. I've missed you guys. Yeah, a nice easy chill plat. I've been working through Assassin's Creed Valhalla and I'm almost done. I've done the Island DLC, we did the Mastery Challenges, and I've got the Paris DLC, the story's all done. Now I'm working on these like extra little missions you have to do called infamy missions, where you essentially just have to go and do like busy work and a little meter rises, and you have to do about like 35 I think to get the trophy, which isn't fun. I think I'm about 10 in, so I think it took like an hour to do 10, so it's not the end of the world, it's just boring, you know, it's just like kind of a waste. Especially since they're adding more DLC. I'm like, are you done? Oh, okay. Altitude sickness. Skull the Hero Slayer. Okay, what's that? Uh-oh. Yeah, it's been ages since we've seen you, Umber. Oh, I fucked it. Seems like I might have. Yeah, you're on the Tarkov hype. I have only seen snippets of Tarkov from what I've seen of Figs asking for improvements from the devs. Oh, you're right, okay. Lego. See, well, that's a really clever observation, and I didn't even remotely consider. Oh, you kidding me? Hey, bird. You haven't escaped once. I thought you had to escape into Tarkov. Well, thankfully, I've got it on the new mode, which is like Baby's First Crash, where you don't get penalised for dying, which is nice. Ah! I thought we were escaping from ourselves. Lowe's, hey! Thank you for the raid! Welcome to the stream! I thought you were taking the day off today, Lowe's. I saw you tweet. I thought you were feeling under the weather. I better not detect you pushing yourself too hard. Ooh, what's Insurgency? Why on earth are we now playing that Forsaken game that is never going to leave early access? Oh! The lady convinced me otherwise. Terrible. Well, at least she's there to push. How have you been lately, Lois? We missed 12. What a day. Alright, so we're 3 trophies in now, which is a commitment, if nothing else, because it's on the list. It's well and truly on the list.
No way.
I reckon I'll stream until 9 and then probably stop. Although I'm feeling good and I feel like I've got some energy, I don't want to wear out my voice. Yeah, we're basically done.
Get him off.
Crash.
Only 149.5 hours left to go.
If the quantum mast have returned, then
Hey, Aku, how's it go?
That was a good going.
It appears to be a door between dimensions.
Alright, good. I'm here for the tilt. That's it. I've no interest in the story. Right, time to have a soother. I've almost finished Dead by Daylight as well, but I took a pretty low-key break off it this last week. Now this is so blessed. Let's go! Yahoo! Looks like each one has a cool skin you can unlock, which is awesome. But yeah, no, I've almost finished Valhalla. My final 3 trophies are, well, my final 2 trophies are, one moment, sorry, I've forgotten. Yeah, I got 2 trophies left. Reach maximum infamy in the rebel missions, and kill an enemy with a scythe whilst wearing the full Reaper armor set. You get the Reaper armor set by doing the infamy missions. So as I finish the infamy missions, I'll get the set, and then my last achievement should be the kill an enemy with them. I don't know when the new DLC is on the way. Oh, I see. At least they didn't call it a crunch thing. At the War Palace! Oh, I see. No! Disgusting. Oh, this will be a game for sure. One thing I do really like that they added is that you can see a little shadow now. One thing that the previous game really struggled with was depth perception. It's very hard to know, besides through trial and error, whether or not what you were about to jump onto was even collidable, you know? It was that kind of game. Oh! To think I could have jumped and pressed R2. Ooh, maybe it will. To be fair, this game has added a few quality of life changes, which is really nice. You have the option to turn off lives, which is nice. Those were a big thing in the original games, where it didn't really like affect your gameplay at all. Basically, you'd lose all of your lives in a level, probably the high road, and then you would and then you would just get taken back to the main menu. Okay, well I expected more from this. I don't think so. I don't think it changes anything else. Oh no. Oh. No. But this is exactly the kind of game that I love. Just horrible, grueling trial and error. Oh hell yeah. You're in for a limbo time today. Stupid. Ah! Oh damn. Mr. Box. I don't know if it's possible to get all the boxes on the first playthrough. I feel like this is the kind of game that would be cool enough to not allow you to do that. But I'm not sure. But besides that, we've got Monster Hunter World soon. I'm gonna try and return to Cuphead. I don't know when. I was like, I'll give it a week, and it's been a month. I'm excited for Monster Hunter World, to be honest. I really like Dauntless, and Dauntless was, from what I understand, Monster Hunter World, but free to play and therefore very annoying. Also, I was gutted about Outlast weekend, because I thought about just doing Outlast like through the week this week, and for some reason I just did not like the idea of that at all. Wasn't really worth it. It's on the list now though, that's the problem. Who gave you that advice, Birch? Oh. I didn't realise there was a timer on it. Bollocks. Fair enough. Was it a streamer? The precision required on this is more than I expected. There we go. We do actually. I was thinking about it. I was like, we're starting this. This is 150 hours. Monster Hunter World is 400 hours, according to the guide. I know that you said you reckon we can do it a bit faster, which is nice. And then we've got Valhalla. Doom Eternal just got some more trophies, so I'm gonna go back and do that. I don't know if that's gonna be on stream though, to be fair. Bollocks. Looks like it's going to be some kind of kooky board mode, which is cool. And Birch, who gave you your Cuphead advice? Was it a streamer? Right, I can kind of see what the intention is there. I will not be doing it though.
Leave behind nothing but a smoking
Yes.
crater.
Are they worth checking out?
Grease monkey has that brains. A deadly display that will blow your mind.
This is not going to be easy. Yeah, Nerd's a ragey boy too. I've seen his cold fury. I don't think any walkthroughs help. No, I just meant, is he a good streamer to watch? Like, I wanted to know who it was. We do, yeah. I've got into the dungeon, Gungeon, and I found out today that that's well, that could be an option.
Performance so electrifying. You may just spontaneously come back. Or an animal
Is it? Wait, what's wrong with it?
Just getting started.
Who was it, bitch? Dang. My cousin's just had a baby, and I was so ill that I forgot that his girlfriend was even pregnant. He had a baby like 4 days ago. Her name's Maddie. I find that I find that absurd. He and I used to sit at the kids' table and eat turkey dinosaurs while all the adults had dinner at like the adult table. And the kids' table was like this little picnic table that my aunt set up in like their small... My cousins had a big lounge and a small lounge because they were bougie. And she'd set up like a little picnic table in the small lounge. And we'd go in and there'd be food that like all the adults could get, like buffet food. And then she'd be like, here's yours. And it would be like a little plate of turkey dinosaurs, rice, sweet corn kind of thing. I have an Apex stream on in the back for a drop, but don't worry, I have your volume on and his off. Umbra, I am so flattered. I hope you haven't told him. You might ruin his day. But in terms of co-op streams, I might ask if Sammy, Scobie and Mully are around for some Dead by Daylight again soon. I am really close to that 100%. I've got 4 more trophies in the main list and 12 more trophies in the additional chapters list. Oh, thank you, Umbra. Yeah, Will, the poll extension that I was using got deleted off Twitch. I don't know if you heard me mentioning it a few weeks ago, but like, I was talking about getting rid of polls anyway, and then one day I went on to check the poll, and the extension was completely gone. The poll extension that I used was completely gone. So I lost. I posted in the Discord that I lost. I lost all of the games off the poll, but me, Shekel, and I think Yami put our heads together and remembered what was missing. So I have all of the games that were missing, but the poll is dead, and so am I. Also, Birch, who were you watching? Who's this expert speedrunner? I want to watch. I need to be inspired if I'm going to do Cuphead again. Yeah, but it is a shame. The problem is that we just had too many games on the list. So too many games on the list in general. Just when nothing was ever going to get played. To think I'm excited to play Red Dead Redemption 2. When are we ever going to do Red Dead Redemption 2? We've got Monster Hunter World to do first. But I am thinking that if I swap some of the Platinum stuff over... no, if I swap some of the smaller games over to Platinus, then we'll free up a load of space. I think I've put Quiet Man on me. Birch, does this speedrunner even exist? I must know. I can't believe that you have to do all platinum relics on this one. It's Birch's sister. Could have just said that, buddy. I think I've really shot myself in the foot here, because I reckon I was supposed to use these bounties to get back. Once I've managed to do whatever it is we need to do to... Yeah, there we go. So I reckon we had to go back. Sad. Dead by Daylight should be done soon, which is kind of amazing. What's moving out? Remember that we've got Fallout 76. Having to, like, juggle a quantum mask at the same time is so confusing. I cannot imagine speedrunning this. And the thing is, you have to get platinum relics for all of the levels. How was the new DLC? It was absolutely broken. It was basically unplayable.
But you'll only need the head, because this show...
I had netcode issues out of my arse. For example, I would hit a survivor, and then I would go to pick them up, and I would, like, they would be on the floor for me, but I wouldn't have any collision with them. I wouldn't be able to pick them up. And then, like, I'd say like 10 seconds later, they'd suddenly appear on the other side of the map, because on their end, they'd run away. But on my end, I'd hit them. So I was just like punching air. And they were fine, essentially. What else? Some of the maps broke. Like, there are totems on maps, and in some of the maps they can't be touched by the killer, which is really broken, because they added a new character with like basically an insta-heal ability that can be cast by any survivor within a certain radius of totems that this witch character can put down. So she puts the totem down, it has an aura around it, and if you stand in that aura, you can insta-heal yourself or anybody else. And killers have to like kick it to snuff it out, and she can put it back up again, but killers have to kick it to snuff it out. And in loads of the maps, like 3 or 4 of the maps, none of the totems could be interacted with by the killer. The game is built on like spaghetti code, so it's all visual coding. It's not like actual written code. It's visual coding used like through the medium of something called nodes. So nodes will go down and there'll be like collidable nodes, and this node will be interactable with, and this node will be breakable, and this node will be nothing, this node will be water. And basically you put one node in and it just pushes them all out. So they had loads and loads of issues where they'd like put something new in, a new node had been put into the map, and then the rest of the map was broken. There was like infinite loading screens. I'd say like for the first day, I would disconnect from maybe 4 and 5 matches before they'd even started. So I would be in a loading screen for like 15 minutes, and I would be in a loading screen for like 15 minutes, and then it would just be like disconnected. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's quite fun. So I haven't really played it, mainly because I've been ill, but also because of that. Like, especially on PS4, like it's just the console is just not equipped. Oh, I saw an old Mario Kart game running on the Switch thing. And it's atrocious, but not as atrocious as the Nintendo fanboys that will tirelessly defend it. Oh dear. Like I saw somebody with a screen recording of the Switch, and they were playing the old Mario Kart game, and it was like it was like a PowerPoint. The sounds were fucked. It was like listening to something underwater. The collision was broken as well. And people were like, well, that's what you get for playing on something with such poor connection. And it's like, yeah, they're like, your home connection is obviously not sufficient for you to play this Mario Kart game on. It's like, yeah. Yeah. So it just seems fucked. The problem with well, no, it's you can buy it on the online, Shekel. Like, so with Nintendo Direct, you can buy essentially old ROM emulation, but they only have a very small amount of ROMs, and the service for them is awful. Like, the person I was watching was doing an online race with other people, so you could say that connection factored into it a bit, but like you said, phone emulation, it's not that hard. I feel like Nintendo is so like astutely stubborn with any kind of innovation. The fact that their online doesn't even have voice communications, doesn't have like text chat. You still have to add somebody else's friend code and have them add your friend code as well before you can contact them. Like, I know that they say, oh, we disable voice comms so that it's kid friendly, so that kids can't get like groomed on the internet. Which is valid, but you also have parental locks on the Switch, so in the parent settings you could say no communications. Like no voice chat, no text chat. So it's like, doesn't really hold that much water, does it? Yeah, they're dreadful. I feel like every single time, because they're sitting on some really good IPs, and I feel like every single time they come even close to like, fuck. I feel like whenever they come even close to like innovating on something, they'll just bog it down with bollocks. Like the Animal Crossing New Horizons game, I was so excited for that, and it was dog shit. Not necessarily because of the island variety or like the villages or like the graphics or whatever, but just because it was so like tirelessly time wasty. It was so like unapologetically obstinate in that you would do absolutely everything it asked. You know, you can't craft multiple of the same item at the same time. It was just ridiculous. Oh yeah. Are you gonna watch The Last of Us HBO? Hey Richard, how you doing? I might do. I don't have HBO, so I won't be able to, but maybe I will. Yep. And it's like the Pokemon games. Like, I know that Scobie really likes the Pokemon games. More so now than they did before. But I found them after a certain point so irritating to play, so like exhausting to try and do. All the talking, all like the hand holding, the absolute like, what word am I looking for? Just the complete dumbed down nature of it. Like, cause I mean, Pokemon Red and Blue weren't easy, but you know, you got through them. And then Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out and it's just the most homogenized, hand-holdy, condescending, just dog shit. I was a huge Nintendo fangirl until I was about, I'd say like 20 something. And then I just felt like they started to really take the piss. Oh yeah, that's true. Like, I love when they add a new roster of Pokemon. That was my favourite part, like literally collecting them all. But, you know, that doesn't say a lot. Damn it. Yeah, like, Legend of Zelda seems really solid. Majora's Mask was obviously a huge hit, Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker, all like really popular games, so there must be like some part of the formula that really works. But it is just the most tired shit, isn't it? How do you mean, Will? You mean like with the regional variations? I don't mind the regional variations, but I do wish they would take a little bit more kind of... Sorry, this is very stressful. I do wish they would take a little bit more kind of community input. If you look online, you'll see some absolutely brilliant designs that people have come up with for regional differences in Pokemon. Like, there's Bulbasaurs with different kinds of succulents on their back. There's, like, Litwicks made of different kinds of candles. Phantumps made of different kinds of trees. Depending on literally region. Like, it's really cool stuff. And I feel like they just tend to pick some really ugly shit and then just dole it out. And I'm like, people have given you brilliant designs for free. And you're giving us like a Meowth with a beard. Just feel like there's so much potential. When you think about, like, Pidgey, the fact that there are so many different kinds of bird species in the world. And then they don't really do anything with that. Or like, I'm trying to think. I don't know, like Tropius is a palm tree. You could do a ton with that. I just feel like they have such stifled creativity when it comes to different designs. Oh, Mew 3 is only a fucking moment away. Like, you see Porygon Z's based on different kinds of malware. You see, like, Weezings based on different kinds of gas. And you just... there's just so much that you can, in theory, do with that. And they're like, no, let's just make a Rattata, but it's dark. And it's like, well done. That must have taken a lot of time and effort. Hello, Shrey, how you doing? Yeah, I can imagine it is. Like, I was obsessed with Pokemon growing up. I had more than 1,000 hours of Pokemon Y. Like, I absolutely loved it. And somewhere between that and Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, my interest just vanished. I can't believe we have to do all of these levels without a death. Like, that's like limbo level practice for like 70 different stages. Like the fact that you have to become so well acquainted with so many different levels, to the point where you can get the platinum relic on them, and also you can get a deathless run, all gems, that kind of stuff. Just mad, honestly. The Crash One Time Trials were awful. The good thing about those was that you only had to get gold, you didn't have to get platinum, which was nice. Yeah. The thing was, like, with some of the harder tracks on Crash 1, I feel like once, if you managed to finish the track once, you would normally get like a time trial time. I remember I was stuck on the high road for like 2 days, and when I say days, I mean like evenings after work. So I would get home from work and I would play. I would attempt the high road for a while, and I think it took me absolutely ages to finish it. But then once I'd finished it, I think I got platinum straight away on it. But like it took like 100 attempts, and then I finished it once and I got platinum. I feel like a lot of the time trials are like that, where it's like, well, if you finish it, you can have a time. The relic races.
You bloodthirsty lunatics. Put your freaky little hands together for Rocket Head.
I wonder what I don't think it was the high road for me, but it was something. One of the.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, I think it was Slippery Climb.
That
was the one that got me. Right, okay. Yeah, I had Pokemon Sword, if it makes you feel any better. It is a very short-lived game. Like, with Pokemon Y, I tried to 100% that. Like, I got every single Pokemon. I would get, like, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur, and I had them all in order. And that took me, I'd say, about a year of, like, on and off effort. But with Sword and Shield, I had the Living Pokedex in, like, I think less than a week. It's very easy. Very, like, toned down. No, there's no difficulty setting. And on the subject of difficulty setting, those games got very easy. Like, to the point where it just didn't really feel like you were gaining anything or, like, challenged in any way. Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby did this thing where they even made it so that you didn't have to explore the map. Like, you would finish an event that was in the original game, because obviously this was a remake, and a character would come up to you and just be like, hey, let me take you to the next part of the game. And it's like, but the map of this world has been made so specifically to, like, very logically loop around on itself. Like, every area in that game looped back on itself in some way, logically. And you would be in, like, a cave in, like, the farthest reaches of the world. And then you would leave the cave, walk south a little bit, hop down a ledge, and you'd be in one of the starting towns again. So it was like, it was a very long, winding map, but you would find yourself, like, looping back home, which I feel like really helped build this kind of comfort with some of the central towns, like this sort of relief when you saw them. But when they remade it, they made it so that characters would come up to you and be like, hey, let me take you to the next part of the map. And it gets to the point where you miss, like, entire routes. Because they obviously reuse the same map, but they add in all this hand-holding, so it becomes, like, really obvious how, I don't know, how, I don't know how to describe it, but it was very annoying. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close.
We'll do this the hard way.
This is the hard way. I do not know what to do. Ow. Bollocks. Nice and chill game. Yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's like, you don't need to go anywhere, really. Steady, Will. Steady. You know, I might be ill, but please don't kick me while I'm down. Steady. No, let's not get violent, okay? Let's not get violent, okay? Right. They did look like washing machines. Oh, I can place Coco. I will. I remember in the first game you could play as Coco, but you would get to the point where you would learn Crash's timings and his hitbox so well that when it came to playing as Coco, it would just completely throw you off. I don't even know if Coco's timings are different, or if her attacks are different, or if her hitbox is different, but I was like, oh, I can play as Coco, I'll play as Coco. And I was like, no. Everything's wrong. I had to put it straight back down. I was like, nope. Sorry, Coco. Look at her with a little laptop. I'm gonna get that in the water. Hey Iron, I am feeling mostly better. I'd say like 90%. Although I've been talking so much on stream that I've slowly felt myself become more and more bunged up. I have some lozenges. Blackcurrant. How you been, Iron? Yeah, I feel like actually in my in my Dark Souls 2 review, I compared it to Pokemon Alpha. I compared it to Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby, in the way that the game really logically loops back on itself. Coco, mate. Ah, I can breathe again. That's so good. But yeah, Dead by Daylight got a patch, I think today. And I think it might have been hotfix related, so I might be able to play it again. I've had the flu for like... I started to get a bit ill. Not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. And then it hit me properly last Sunday. So, about a week. Damn it. Ah, I breathe. But yeah, I'm excited to get Dead by Daylight done on the PlayStation 4. Because then I'm going to pick it up on the PlayStation 5. Because I have reached my saving goal for the PlayStation 5. Finally. All I have to do, because I count my budget from when I get paid till when I pay my rent. So I get paid on the last day of every month, but I pay my rent on the 25th of every month. So I'll be doing really, really well, and then all of a sudden I'll be like in my overdraft. Sometimes quite severely, because all of a sudden my rent will be my bank account. So I let myself off. I like for that period between rent paid and paid, I let myself off. But I'm gonna wait until I get paid, and then I can order a PS5. Oh, my boss just messaged me to say that she really likes what I've been doing. It's 8:05, Lewis. Oh, thanks, Iron. I've definitely had one of the worst weeks in recent memory. Like, I've been the kind of ill where you just don't have the energy to do anything. So, like, I've been in bed. I wondered what this was. Bollocks. Yeah, so I've just been in bed, like, lying there, dying. Not being able to move. Trying to sleep, but not being able to. So it's like, I've not even been able to play games. I've not even been able to watch a lot of TV. I don't know. It's been a very unproductive flu. And, thank you, Butch. Alright, I'm not gonna irritate this octopus today. I'm leaving. Like, you know what, fella? You have made your point loud and clear. Yeah, I am. I'm definitely no stranger to a cold, but like that flu, I haven't had anything like that in years. The last time I had something like that, it was Christmas 2014, and I was so ill. And I had tonsillitis at the same time. That was definitely the last time I had flu, and I still remember it. It was awful. Getting all of the boxes on this is going to be so hard. But I do really appreciate a trophy list that is actually a challenge. I don't know if I'll regret saying that, but I just feel like lately with stuff like Assassin's Creed, we've had so many trophy lists that are just kind of like, finish the game, finish this chapter, get this collectible, get all the collectibles. And it's been like, turn your brain offy, and it's not been like unfun, but it is nice to have something else to aim for. Even the Dead by Daylight trophy list, like, yeah, it was intimidating. There's a lot of trophies on that, but it's not been hard. And I'm coming up on my 100th plat. I wonder what it's gonna be. And we got Resident Evil 3 next week as well. I think it's next week. I can breathe again. I don't really know why I'm doing these question mark paths. They definitely don't feel like recommended reading. Alex, hey, how you doing? I have been very, very ill. How are you? All part of the plan. That's very true, Alex. I for one am very excited to do the time trials, but not excited to do the no death 100% boxes. Wanker. Well, that's true, Alex. wanker. Yeet! Freedom! What game are you not able to clap because of a single trophy that was near to impossible? Shekel probably knows which one what I'm about to say. But he has BRB'd, so... Not necessarily platinum, but 100% wise. By my hand alone, Dishonored 1, PlayStation 3. By my hand alone is the worst trophy ever conceived. It's a bronze, so obviously it's worthless, but it's also extraordinarily rare.
Oh, majestic!
You're back. Missed you, my friend.
I missed you too, nerd! I'm back! I'm like, mostly better. Besides coughing fits and like general tiredness, I'm mostly better. Like, I hit the pillow at night and I am asleep and my alarm feels like I've been hit by a bus. Doesn't matter if I've had 8 hours of sleep or 10, like I just die. But welcome back, nerd, and I am also welcome back. I miss you too. But yeah, Iron, so by my hand alone, Trials of Dunwall DLC for Dishonored 1 is a series of like challenges that you have to do. So there's like a challenge where you have to assassinate a bunch of assassins in one go. There's a challenge that involves like this weird jumping. There's like a treasure hunt one, but you have to be undetected. There's Back Alley Brawl. Back Alley Brawl is basically just a wave-based. I'm abroad. I'm a dame. Back Alley Brawl is like a horde-based, just fighting trial thing. Aw. Aw. And there's a trophy on it called By My Hand Alone, which you get for making it to the end of the final wave without killing all of the combatants personally. And that means that every single enemy on the map that spawns in as part of the wave-based mode, you have to kill by your hand alone. And the problem with it is that the map is very small, and every single character is in a faction, and different factions will aggro on each other. So like Weepers aggro against everybody. Soldiers aggro against like Weepers, dogs, thugs, that kind of thing. There's like different levels of guard as well. There's different kinds of henchmen. There's tall boys, they aggro on everybody. Just generally look nasty. Nasty. But I had to go at it for a while. A few times I would make it very close to the end, and then just like randomly like it was always enemies that would kill each other. It wasn't like if the enemies didn't aggro on each other it would be fine, but I spent ages on that. And I've not done it. I had Shekel came around once and he missed his train home because he couldn't get a taxi, and I was like, well, you can stay in my living room, but you have to do some Dishonored for me, you gotta pay your way. And he very dutifully sat down on the sofa and I did nerd, but there's so much to take in. Like, I saw it as I was jumping. Scooby!
Majestic!
Welcome back, Scooby.
Back with the boys again.
Back with the boys again. Yeah, it's so fucking hard. Shekel couldn't do it. I think Shekel got to the final round once. Which was very impressive, but obviously he didn't win, so we don't talk anymore. I can't believe that they're Platinum Time Trials only, nerd. Like, the original 3 games not needing Platinum, but only Gold. Like, that's mad. I was trying to stand out of his way. I was like, you do your thing, man, I'll do mine. Yeah, like, I loved getting the plat for the first 3. This one's gonna be a challenge though. And the Mario, not Mario, Crash Team Racing, super fun. This seems like it's gonna be very punishing. It's Coco. Oh wait, this isn't Coco. This is Tanya? She can wall run. Tawny, that's it. Torna. Yes. Well, your guess is better than mine, but Torna does sound right. Girlfriend? I thought that he just like fancied Torna. I didn't realise that there was anything between them. I love that my controller thinks that there's a headset plugged into it. She has indeed. Maybe they just found her design from the first one a bit eerie? Oh, fuck me, I guess. I love that this is on the list now. This is so liberating. Don't describe things as holy, Scooby. Oh, that's well horny. That's how it sounds. My day be so fine, then boom. Tag game. No! Irrelevant. Irrelevant. The comment is vague enough to be interpreted either way. my day be so fine. How you been, Stubbs? Thank you. They were all accidental. Oh.
Majestic!
Welcome back, God Gil.
Killing the baby with woof.
Woof woof. Oh, woof woof. Well, I thought you'd woof. No. I know. Why has evolution given us necks if all they do is cause problems? It's like having baby teeth. Like, well, it's like having any kind of teeth, really. It's like, why on earth? Bollocks. Why on earth, do we have this, like, extremely fallible, like, breakable bit of our body that is also completely crucial to our existence? How's Sephi? She's alright. She, I think she was scared of me when I was coughing. She, didn't really like being around me when I was ill. I think she thought that I was, like, shouting at her, when I was coughing and stuff. So she mainly just hid the living room. But she got fed, same time every day, you know. Bollocks. But she's much happier now that I've stopped barking at her. She wakes me up. Better, thanks, Good Gil. I'm not 100%, but I've definitely got energy now. I didn't have any energy for like 2 weeks, so, you know, slowly does it. Ah yes, Sephi's treaty.
Eyes on target.
What? Sephi! Hello, Sephi. Uncle Scobie gave you these. She's so excited. She run in, she's like... God, imagine watching the cutscenes. We're here for one reason. Plats. Well, at least you get a day off, I guess. Did you do anything good with it, or were you just too knackered? Okay, we've done that. Flashback tape. What's the situation? Like, what What are we saying here? You're right. Hello. Ah. I understand. Yeah, that sounds like a Code Vein experience, Scobie. What's up? What are you looking at? She looks like the little boy from Limbo. Yeah. So spooky. She yawned at me. Mother. When does Yosefka get her own spin-off? To be fair, Godgulf, you could probably try Pokemon Sun. Yay. So I don't care, 10-year-old, that your values are based on determination. That's not tangible to me, you know? Oh cool, you're determined to win. Wow. Good for you. Why do I have to watch 70 minutes of you explaining it to me? With like, little gasps and things. Everybody's determined. It's literally just a state of being. You have to make a noise, otherwise it doesn't count. Standard motivation. I feel that. Bye, Sevi. Oh, she's okay. So what a pleasant time. Hey, it's a me. Ah, I remember that owl. That owl almost broke me. So the problem with enemies that fly is that they spend most of their time off screen. And he had some very short windows. Clubs. I do live Barely, but I do. How you been, Clubsy? Bollocks. Bye, nerd. I won't be on for late today. I'm very tired.
Seffi, you are so little.
Glad to hear it, Clubs. It's good to see you. How long will you be on? Not much later today. I need to give my throat a rest. So probably another half an hour? Nice and peaceful game for the evening. But yeah, we watched a lot of Black Mirror today as well. I'm very glad that I've managed to get Shekel into Black Mirror. I was watching it by myself. I think I watched, because I've seen it all before, but I really fancied watching it again. And I remember watching the first series just in the silence of my room by myself, and I was like, it's really good. Yeah, I reckon I'll be on tomorrow, Alex. And all goes well. It is really good, yeah. Oops. We were watching it today, and it was just like so sweet. A bunch of people in the voice channel, just chatting shit. The USS Callister. It's good. Yeah. It is a shame, Scopes, because it's like, during the day is like the best time. Although maybe, well, I was going to say maybe on the weekend, but I'm busy this weekend. I'm sure we'll find stuff. No worries, God Gil. Maybe next time. I think we're gonna watch some more tomorrow if Shekel's not going into the office. Yeah. Fair enough. I wonder which episodes I'll show you tomorrow. when are you thinking of doing that, Scopes? Just like over the weekend. I was trying to tell you to consider like trying to improve, because that was exactly what I needed to hit 250 hours in. Well, I really shouldn't have told you about the whole interrogations thing. I guess it didn't ruin too much, but you know, it's always nice to see stuff fresh. I hate spoilers so much. Even just the implication that something's about to happen, I'm like, don't. Wouldn't have made sense if you didn't tell you. Well, about the cookie thing. Oh yeah, I suppose so. I could have left out interrogations though. I won't allow that attitude, Shekel. Even just like somebody coming in and literally just being like, "Oh, I know what's about to happen." I'm like, "Shut up. Shut up. Shut up." Like, there were a few times when we were watching it, and I was so tempted to be like, "Oh yeah, but the twist, you're ready." And then I was like, "But if I tell him there's a twist, he's gonna know there's a twist." Like, even just the knowledge that there's a twist can sometimes, in my opinion, like, really ruin something. Hate it, especially with Black Mirror and stuff. Like, every episode I've shown you has had like a really significant twist, and it's like even the implication that there's going to be a twist is enough to like make you watch the episode in such a different way. Like with White Christmas, you, in my opinion, shouldn't be questioning the setting until the character starts to question the setting. I don't think so. Yeah. The thing is, I think Series 5 is terrible, but I still might show you it because it's good conversation. They take like a whole new attitude towards how they sort of structure their stories, and in my opinion, they kind of like raise more questions than they're trying to answer. I'm like, it just feels like a waste of your time and mine, you know? We haven't had a single... We haven't... Louise. My mum had a friend called Louise. And to be fair, she did look like that. I imagine Louise would. Oh, why didn't that count? Disgusting. Come on, buddy. There we go. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Yes. Dang. 15 off. We have gotten a bunch of trophies today. None of the important ones, but a bunch of them. Alright. I reckon if I do 15 more minutes, that's enough for one more course.
Kano! Old matter himself. A careful, Crash. He's heavier than me. Oh, good.
Ugh, that's
You're
me.
awake.
Oh, yes.
All right. 2 masks down, 2 to go. Feeling a little less panicked. I was at a 10 before. Now I'm at a solid, let's say, 9.78. 888. Oh yeah, these bandicoots are here to help.
Bandicoot. Follow.
Short and to the point. Love this guy.
Bandicoot. Hey, Michael, you got the cold too. 20s. What are your symptoms? Ooh, this looks nice. Can't wait to get my arse. It's always the nicest looking areas that absolutely hand your ass back to you. Oh lord. I have a lozenge. I got ID'd for paracetamol today. You have to be 16 to buy paracetamol. I got ID'd. Do you know how old I am? Do you know how old I am? Excuse me, do you have any ID for this? It's a lozenge. Right. It's for my throat. Oh, Michael. Oh.
So where's the next mask?
Have you been able to at least like play games and keep yourself busy, or have you been like that tired? Excellent. Ooh, love it. Alright, okay. Oh, she's so cute. Win-win, I guess, Shepard. Have you seen the new Ghostface skin, Michael? It's like camouflage. It's like a dark red mask. He puts it on, he blends in. I'll reveal one and I won't even know where he is. For some reason I thought that would be fine. A Bookadabar. Oh. A Bookadabar. Oh, Mike.
So, it's been a while. What's been up to?
Embryo.
Mostly the
Wow.
same, mixing post.
Hey, nice. I like games and they do little things like that. Trying to learn her blinks. Nurse is hard. Although, I have been working on a video guide on how to get Adept Nurse. When my voice is better, I was going to record it. But yeah, I remember my first few games as Nurse, I honestly came like so close to bursting into tears. She is, like, the best way I can describe her is like, she's kind of like, you know, like when you're running away in a dream? And you're trying to, you're like having a nightmare and you're trying to run and your limbs are going like so slowly and you can't move and you're like dragging yourself. That's how it feels to play Nurse with like her speed and her what's the word? Her recovery after using her blinks. That's exactly how it feels to me. So I remember the first few times I had so much trouble just kind of getting to grips with her. Yeah, I lost my voice. Am I still on the Dead by Daylight grind? I am. The most recent update, really fudged my my PlayStation 4. But they released a patch today. I'm gonna have another go. I'm very close though. I've got 2 more killers to do, 1 survivor, and then just like some miscellaneous stuff. So things like making a kill and miss before taking a vault 50 times, I have to do that. What else? Taking protection hits 250 times, and there's no trophy tracking either, so I have no idea how far I am. A Bookadabar. But yeah, it's within grasp now, I'd say. A Bookadabar. Oops. Let me see. So in the original game, I need to take 250 protection hits. So basically, when I unhook somebody within a certain window of time afterwards, I have to take a hit for them. Cause the killer to miss an attack before taking a vault 50 times. I have no idea how far I am through that. I might even boost that. Get to prestige level 350. I reached prestige level 3. I'm really close to 350 now. Escape through the hatch using a key in a public match. That's fine. It only has to happen once. That used to be all 4 players escape through the hatch at the same time. But they changed it like last week, so that's good. Take a protection hit while the killer is carrying a survivor 30 times. I just literally have to get in the way, which is fine. Interrupt a survivor cleansing a totem 10 times. That's going to be a pain, but there are ways. Probably with Hag. Repair the generator in the saloon and escape. That map was deactivated until like last week. I have never ever played that map as survivor. That's how crap that is. Stun the killer with a pallet while they're carrying a survivor 5 times. I've done that 0 times. Down 30 survivors while carrying another survivor. I reckon I'm close to that. And then Nemesis achievements and Hellraiser's achievements. So like, it's basically just do this. Ow. I have indeed. It's basically just do like a bunch of shit a bunch of times. Mostly on the survivor end though, which is kind of good. Bollocks. That's on me. I hope that watching me play this really stresses you guys out. I want like full tension in chat. I want like one of your housemates to knock on the door and ask how you are. And I want you to scream at them to fuck off. Like I want that kind of stress, you know?
I wish I could capture resource alive testing.
Butthole puckering tension, yes! You know. Good, 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 good. Same. Can you imagine if somebody just like passed me a drink from off screen? Well, having a house cat is great, but they're certainly not very useful. So yeah, if she learned how to pass drinks, I'd be pretty impressed. Imagine if Seth learned how to mix drinks, but she got like really obnoxious about it. Like you'd be like, "Are you sure this is a single?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course it is, mate. Of course it is." And it's like very obviously not. A wee paw. A wee paw. Sevy. I love the word wee paw. If she had a tiny bar. Bollocks. I got 5 minutes left. I'll do one more. It's dragging on. Mistral! Hey, how you doing? I've been watching your Twitter updates on your speedruns and stuff. You're kind of a fireball, aren't you, Mistral? Yeah, I could get Seth like a little apron, a penny. Oh, it's a Rayquaza.
Look at us, just like the old days. Working together against those who keep us down and humiliate us by forcing us to pick out our own birthday card and sign them from him. I could have easily paid half.
This guy's got some issues, and I love it.
I can't say I see them.
I mean, I am gonna shut him up. Ugh. Potatoes! Hello, Potatoes. You've made it only moments before we are set to finish, but it is brilliant to see you. How have you been, my dear pomme de friend? Potatoes de terre. Ah! Bollocks. I really respect your current obsession with minions in a sort of... I also wonder why they are the way that they are. Oh, why here? No! Aww! Sephi would fight the coconuts. She's very cantankerous. Aww. You get her like a little grass skirt as well. Aww. No! Sorry. No! That's enough. How have you found the game so far? Really good. It seems a lot more diffuse than the first three. Like, there seems to be a lot more, like, a wider breadth of features all packed in. Things like the flashback stuff and the Torna stuff. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Like, I don't know if I like that, but I also haven't really tried it, so I can't quite judge. But everything else,
And then I realized, no, that's right.
But yeah, it's great. I love Crash, so more of the same is all I need, you know. feet are cold. Or scopes. Yeah, I've seen that this is a 9 out of 10 for difficulty, platinum-wise. And to be honest, I'm kind of in the mood for that today. I kind of need a very difficult plat. I wanna feel things, you know? Potatoes! Jeans! He looks so content with his little jeans. What the fuck, man? No, I don't know. I don't think I have any color gems yet. I've seen like a red lift, but nothing that I've been able to use. I imagine that the requirements for the color gems are quite extreme. I do this every time. How is that? Oh, I see. Well, from what I can understand, I've got a long time left to get those gems. There's like 5 or 6 different runs of every level you have to do for the platinum. So, clue or not, I'm gonna take my time and find them. Mainly because I just don't want to have to do this stuff. Yeah, there is no headset there in the first place. PlayStation. This final wall. But there's no microwave. I think it's because the controller's wearing out. I've asked for a new one for Christmas, but that's still a few months to wait. They're just so expensive. Like, I don't want to spend 55 quid on a controller. They don't last that long. I've gone through like 2 controllers this year. Scobie, we have to do deathless runs of every level on this. That's not to say that eventually we won't get so good that we can do it in our sleep, but this game doesn't fuck around, and We aren't allowed to fuck around either. Yep. The platinum relics are fine. I don't have an issue with the platinum relics because you can just kind of rush through. I don't have an issue at all with speedruns. I do have an issue with deathless runs of every box. That's gonna be where I break, I reckon. Oh, I know, Mistral, I know. I've done my research. Oh yeah. In case you can't tell from my voice, I'm getting a bit crappy, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop for today, but it was good to be back, and I will come back tomorrow as well. Maybe do another 2 hours, maybe see how I feel about 2.5, 3 hours, but thank you so much for coming. If you like the stream, please consider giving me a follow. I think I will do maybe some Dead by Daylight tomorrow, maybe some Cuphead, maybe, I don't know. Bye! Thank you, potatoes.